I wonder if we could turn to the Nature Center building itself and ask you to kind of describe the sorts of exhibits and facilities that you have here.
Bob, our Nature Center is designed around the 4 habitats of a barrier island. So each corner, we try to represent one of those 4 habitats. We have a saltwater aquarium representing the reef that one might find off the coast of South Carolina here in the Lowcountry. Beautiful touch screens in each of the 4 habitats that people can touch, and animals and plants, and hear sounds and learn more about each habitat. So the reef habitat is one area. The maritime forest is another habitat here on the island, where we have representative animals like the red-tailed hawk, the barred owl, and the other types of animals and birds that you're likely to find here on the island. We have the salt marsh and beach habitats represented as well. So we try to design the Nature Center around the 4 habitats, which support the mission of our state park in promoting our state's cultural, natural, and historical resources. And historical, I mean, our wonderful lighthouse here that we have on the park, which is our signature icon. So we do have information about all of our island here at the Nature Center. We only have so much space, but we try to have interesting and engaging and interactive exhibits for people of all ages, from children to adults, where they can actually touch things. We have pelts of animals, possum, raccoon, squirrel, otter, mink. There's a red fox as well as live animals. We have live snakes, corn snake, king snake. And of course, the star of the Nature Center is Buddy. She is the queen of the Nature Center, our diamondback terrapin, who is 17 years old, and she is a very special girl that everybody has to come meet.
Well, we have a picture of you holding her that I'll try to put up here, and she is a wonderful. Does she actually know you?
She does. She recognizes my voice.
She does.
She has been in captivity for 14 years. She is a rescue animal. She was rescued from the beach, being attacked by ghost crabs as a very young, small animal. And she does recognize voices, and I think she may recognize my uniform. Mm-hmm. But she will literally come to me like a puppy when I come into the building.
That's what she did. It was quite surprising. I mentioned before we began this interview, I mentioned that a few weeks ago, my wife, our daughter, and 3 grandchildren, one age 9, 2 age 3, visited here all together. And each one of them found something of interest to talk about when I was able to talk to them after the visit. So you appeal to all ages here.
Well, thank you, Bob, and I'm so glad they enjoyed their visit. They'll have to come back and see us again. We do try to use age-appropriate exhibits for folks of all ages to find of interest. And whether it be, just the egg exhibit that shows the different types of eggs of birds that we have here on the park, or the little seashell sand exhibit that we have where kids can brush away sand to discover treasures of the sea that they'll find there. Our mystery box, of course, and as well as interactive videos and things for adults who might find things of more to their level, and as well as our daily programs that more tailored to some of them more to adults, like our shark presentation is. There's a lot of good information about our top predator in the ocean here that adults would find of interest. So we do use a constructivist approach to our. We don't mind if folks touch our touch exhibits, and people have different learning styles, and so we try to have a little something for everybody.
Somehow I hear your education training coming through here, and it certainly is illustrated in the exhibits out there. I hadn't visited here for years, maybe 5 or 6 years, and was really pleasantly surprised when I came in. And one thing of note was that big classroom.
Oh, I'm so glad you mentioned that. The classroom is actually the result of a collaboration between the park and our Friends of Hunting Island volunteer group. The Friends were very instrumental in having the classroom built, expanding our working space, and we get tremendous usage out of that classroom. We have school groups from all over the state who visit for programs, as well as daily programs, and arts and crafts kinds of activities that we can host in there. And in addition to seminars and things that DNR uses our classroom sometimes, the Audubon folks use it. We had a lady with the raptor rehabilitative program last week with her hawks and owls and bats and that she has rehabilitated. So we get good uses out of it. Thanks to our friends group, they do so much for us. I would like to say that we are at our facility host a lot of scout groups, and we have a lot of opportunity for Cub Scouts, Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts to come and earn badges and patches, be it reptile, patch, birding. They can engage in service learning projects here at the park. They help us bag oysters with our SCORE project, the South Carolina Oyster Restoration and Enhancement project, where we bag oyster shells and stack them on the reef, building our oyster reef here on the park. And we have a new program with the Boy Scouts of America that the South Carolina State Park Service has just started this past year, called the Scout Carolina Patch. And so the Scouts can come and engage in, they can camp 2 nights, practice, leave no trace camping, and perform 4 hours of service to the park and earn a beautiful patch. That's called the Scout Carolina Patch. And that's been very, very popular with our Scouts.
Sounds like a good program. And what about that rain barrel out front?
The rain barrel was an Eagle Scout project from Troop 101 from Beaufort County. One of our fine young men from Beaufort, Zach Benke, he earned his Eagle Scout patch installing that rain barrel, which we will use to water a garden that we are in the process of purchasing milkweed plants, which will attract butterflies to the bird feeders. And so he did a wonderful job on his rain barrel project.
Well, Mr. Helms, thank you so much for your time today and for your contribution to the Carolina Considered project.
It's my pleasure, Bob. Thank you for coming today.